This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
We have the tech to get food delivered in 15 minutes, but we all have horror stories about buying tickets. The Game Time app gives fans the advantage. Get amazing tickets in just a few taps. Fees are included, so what you see is what you pay. And the Game Time guarantee means authentic tickets at the best price every time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets to concerts, sports, comedy, and more with Game Time. Download the Game Time app and create an account for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your podcast host, Hanju Lee, and you are listening to Better Golf Daily, where I introduce one concept, one research-backed idea, and one thing you can take straight to the golf course. Let's go. It's the final match of the 1991 Ryder Cup at Kiowa Islands, and unbelievably, 3 full days, 24 players, all of it comes down to one putt. Bernhard Langer has a 6-foot putt on the 18th green. If he makes it, Europe keeps the Ryder Cup. If he misses, the US wins it back. It's 6 feet. That's it. That's the whole tournament resting on a makeable putt. Well, guess what? He missed it by less than an inch. And what I actually find more interesting than the miss itself is what he did the following week. So stick around. As you know, we are on the 5-part series of how to win match play. So episode 66 is about playing the course, not your opponent. Episode 67 is Medina and playing one hole at a time. Episode 68 is making your opponent earn every single hole. Now today, episode 69, we're going inside your brain, literally, for the moment where a match actually gets decided. So back to Langer for a second. That putt at Kiowa Island is still, 30 plus years later, one of the heaviest single putt in the history of the sport. And here is a part that's quite bizarre. Very next week, Langer went out and won the German Masters. His opponent that day at Kiowa, Hal Irwin, said this about Bernhard Langer after he missed the putt. He said, "You know what? It didn't bother him a bit." Now, I don't know what was actually going on in Langer's head that week. Nobody really does. But the fact that he could take the heaviest miss of his career and just go win on the following Sunday tells you something important. Whatever was happening on that green, it wasn't a permanent condition. It was just one moment. Okay, so here's where the research comes in from a psychologist named Sion Beilock. She's done a bunch of work on choking under pressure, and one of her studies is literally golfers putting in a lab. And what she found is honestly kind of backwards from what you expect. The golfers who performed the best under pressure could barely tell you afterwards what their strokes actually felt like. They were just on autopilot. The golfers who choked, the ones who miss under pressure, could describe every single detail of their own swing because they've been consciously monitoring it the entire time instead of just letting it happen. She calls it paralysis by analysis. And she found the same thing with soccer players. Tell someone to pay close attention to which foot is touching the ball while they dribble, and they get slower and worse immediately. The over attention is the problem, not a lack of skill. Too much thinking about the skill you already have. So you're standing over a putt that's supposed to feel like nothing. The kind of 2-footer you just make blindfolded on the range. And your heart is pounding. Your legs are actually a little shaky. And wait, you're supposed to relax and be on autopilot? That's crazy when your body's acting like it's being chased by something. So the real question isn't how do you think less? It's what do you actually do with all that adrenaline that shows up anyway, whether you invited it or not. And here's a part that I really like. And this one is from Harvard researcher named Alison Wood-Brooks. She ran people through genuinely stressful situations, and she had different groups say something out loud before their performance. In one group, she told them to say, "I am calm." The other group, she told them to say, "I am excited." The "I am excited" group did not suppress the feelings. They did not talk themselves to calm down. They just relabeled it, that exact same racing heart, shaking hands feeling, as excitement instead of nerves. And the people who said, "I am excited," didn't just feel better, they actually performed better, measurably, than the people who tried to calm themselves down. Trying to calm down basically doesn't work because your body is already flooded with adrenaline, and telling it to be calm is a losing argument. Telling it you're excited works because excited and nervous are almost the exact same physical feeling. Racing heart, tight chest, shaky hands. You're not getting rid of the feeling, you're just changing what you call it. So here's two things going on. One, you are on autopilot and treating this life-changing putt like it's any other. But guess what? Your body isn't stupid, already knows better. That's why your legs are shaking on a 2-footer that's supposed to be nothing. But it's about not piling extra mechanical thoughts on top of what your body's already dealing with. So you're not talking to yourself into feeling nothing. You're giving the real thing you're feeling a name that doesn't hijack your brain. Then getting out of the way and letting the trained stroke take over. Relabel it first, autopilot second. You need to do one to get to the other. So here's what I actually do with this. Next time you're standing over a putt in a match where you can feel your heart going, stop trying to calm down. It doesn't really work anyway. Instead, actually say it. Say it out loud if you can get away with it. In your head if you can't. Just say, "I am excited." Not "I am nervous." Not "I must calm down." Just "I am excited." Let your heart race, let your hands feel it, and relabel it on purpose instead of fighting it. Then you step up and treat it as another putt. Don't overthink it. And if you miss it, guess what? It's okay. You're allowed a few misses around. That's just golf. It doesn't make you a choker. It makes you a person playing a genuinely hard game. Because the pressure was never really coming from the putt. It was coming from what you decided to call the feeling in your chest. Call it excited. Trust the stroke you've already owned. Cool? Well, next episode is episode 70, the last one in this series. We're talking about how to actually close a match out once you got the lead, because that's where a lot of good matches quietly slip away. Been there? I have. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Talk to you next time. Until then, remember, you are not nervous. You are excited. Bye for now.